my beautiful Bombinators. I'm so happy to have you. This week, I am discussing an article that I wrote that was published on the Every Girl website. Just really exciting, really big website. I wrote about just what my mother's depression has taught me. The link to it's below. Please take a read when you get a chance. At the point of writing this article, I desperately needed to process what's been a very tough year with my parents. I was just feeling unheard and really just discarded. It was really cathartic to write this, and most importantly, it was the first huge step in being able to move on. Sharing about my mom's depression, it's helped me process it in a way that I've never been able to do before. And I've also found just like tremendous insight and compassion from others who have dealt with the same issues, which has been just extremely helpful in healing. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous that my mom would come across this, that she would resent me and take it the wrong way, and that it'd cause just a really further rift in our relationship. But as I wrote it, I realized that, really so much of my pain is because of the refusal to have just a conversation about it, to have a greater understanding for what was going on. I just came to the realization that, living honestly means validating my experiences and processing them just for what they are. And then, forgiving and moving forward just with the relationships in the healthiest way possible. That's all I can do. I think until we are real with whatever pain we're carrying, I think it'll just continue to weigh us down. I don't think our wounds will start healing until we're really honest with the pain that they've caused. For me, in regards to my mom's depression, I've just needed to be, validated that, it hurt me, and that isn't selfish. It didn't just affect her, it influenced our entire family. And I realized that, acknowledging the effect of her depression, it isn't about blaming her, it's about giving myself permission to just evaluate, what effect it had on me, just for good and for bad. And I can say that speaking out has been just that really huge and necessary step in moving on. And I feel like I'm liberated to start learning from it just in the most meaningful way possible, to forgive her like I need to, and to gain just a greater compassion and understanding for what she was going through. As I poured my heart out into this article, I realized for the first time ever just how strongly my mom's depression has really influenced me to live an extraordinary life. Growing up, I saw what it was like to barely survive the ravages of depression. Because of that insight, I fear living a mediocre life far more than I feared taking risks. And it's ultimately empowered me to live a bold, impactful life. Because of the numbness of my childhood, I now live just to feel alive, to feel deeply and passionately. I just think a childhood cast under the shadow of depression gave me just tremendous perspective on the meaning of life. As I stated in the article, I've been married now for 10 years. We've adopted 3 children. Having gone through, my own mental hardships to get where I am today, it's really made me realize, that my mother's depression wasn't so simple. Obviously, she didn't have the resources that I have. She didn't have a support system. My dad was really hard on her, diminishing her self-confidence. She had my oldest brother at a very young age, and she didn't have the opportunity to go to college and create an identity for herself. She suffered in silence, without options. It breaks my heart to think that she carried that burden alone. Life is complicated. In the end, the best we can do is learn from our life experiences, try to make them work for us. I truly believe that the greater hardship, the hardship that we've endured, the greater potential that we have to be transformed. And I think that there's beauty and there's empowerment to be found in the deepest depth of our pain. I never would have thought to write my feelings about my mother's depression, let alone submit it to a major publication, if it weren't for Bombinate. So this YouTube channel, is holding me accountable to live my best life. And I'm so overwhelmingly grateful for this community. Please take a minute to read my article in the Every Girl, and the link is included below. Thank you so much for your support. I hope that for anyone else that has experienced the same struggle or who is struggling with their own depression, that we can be a community for each other and help each other to know. I think it's always important to know, whatever hardship we face in our life, that we're not alone. One of the most important, powerful things in life to know is that we're not alone. I'm so grateful for you guys. Hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you so much.